If I am to have a swan song in this acting arena, what better play to have service that for me, that the best play that I have read in a million years.
Hello, I'm Richard Ridge for Broadway World. Steppenwolf's critically acclaimed production of Branden Jacobs-Jenkins' new play Purpose, which is directed by Phylicia Rashad, is coming to Broadway. And we dropped by Splashlight Studios to catch up with a stellar company.
I was approached by Steppenwolf Theater Company about 10 years ago to, they said, would you like to write a play on our ensemble? And I thought, yes, of course I do. You guys are the best actors in the country. And it started out as a play for Alana Arenas, Glenn Davis, and John Michael Hill, who were all in the show. And I knew that I wanted them to be in a family and I wanted them to kind of play siblings. That's all I knew at the time. And then, a million kind of readings and conversations and workshops later, this kind of story began to emerge, and we built it all together last spring in Chicago, and here we are.
Without giving too much away, what can you tell us about the play?
Well, Purpose is about the Jasper family, which is a kind of political Chicago-based Black family, and it takes place on the evening that the oldest son is returned from prison. It's narrated by the younger brother who has kind of accidentally brought a friend from New York to the party. Then they get stuck by a snowstorm, and hilarity ensues, drama ensues. People clap at the end.
For me, the play is a return to the stage. I have not, in addition to what the themes are, I hadn't been in a play since I was with my beautiful wife in this play, LaTanya Richardson Jackson, at the Kennedy Center. So since 2008, I had not done a play until Glenn Davis, my friend and boss, invited me back. So it's a return.
I think the play for me is, I just said manna from heaven. Is a gift that I have been given so that if I am to have a swan song in this acting arena, what better play to have service that for me, that the best play that I have read in a million years.
I think this play represents a few things for me, and that is, one, it's a return to stage with two of my closest friends. It's this is the 15th play that started at Steppenwolf Theater in Chicago to make it to Broadway.
Where you are the artistic director.
Yes, yeah, yep. And my first that I'm a part of on that journey. And it's a return to the stage for me to New York. It's working with two of the most dynamic actresses I've ever seen in terms of Kara and LaTanya, and jumping on stage with my mentor, Harry Lennox. So for me, this is a dream come true in every sense. And being directed by Miss Phylicia Rashad and working with Branden Jacobs-Jenkins, a dream.
This play for me is about being inside of a question. I think he did a very powerful thing naming a play Purpose, and that's gonna bring up a lot of questions for everybody, and everyone's gonna have a different answer. And I think that's the best of what art can do, is get people thinking about something and ruminating it. And there aren't always clear answers in life. And I think watching the human chaos that ensues in this play is a gift to get to work on.
This play for me is a giant gift. The entire experience is a gift, and it also it's such a beautiful reflection of the gift of life and how everybody is given gifts and how I think that we possess these gifts to share with one another.
I am overwhelmingly filled with gratitude to be in this incredible company, to be working with Phylicia Rashad, to be working with Branden Jacobs-Jenkins. Like, this has been, for a long time, I've wanted to work with him as a writer, and I'm really happy that I finally, this is finally the moment, but like the correlations between the character and myself, I've never truly been able to kind of step into someone who is, you know, Aziza and I have very big differences, but feels so close to home as well. And it really somebody who I really aspire to be like in a lot of ways. So I feel super grateful to continue to find and dig deep into the purpose of her, and also in this world, in the world that we're creating on the stage.
Finally, what do you hope audiences take away from a playwright standpoint? What do you hope they walk away with? What kind of conversations do you hope they have?
Oh gosh. I mean, I want people to think about, I always love family dramas because it makes you think about the fact you're in a family, and how, the experience of being a child, the experience of being a parent, a brother and a sister is something that you can't escape. It's something you live with. It just grows and grows. And I think what I'm interested in this play and talking about is the way that our political moments and the political moments we live through and history and American history shape us as emotional people, as lovers, as fighters, as sons and lovers. I don't know. I just think it's about remembering that there's a relationship between your family life and your political world.